Guan Yu Episode 1, The Boy in the Crimson Wind. The wind was red that day. Perhaps it was the sunset, or perhaps it was the fire quietly burning inside Guan Yu's heart. He was only 16, just a simple farm boy from a rural village in Henan. Each morning he tilled the fields with his bare hands. Each night he gently massaged his mother's tired shoulders. A good son, a stubborn heart, but there was something fierce inside him. When neighbors were forced to pay unjust taxes, he couldn't stay silent. He would clench his fists and strike the earth. Why do the powerful think they can do whatever they want? Just because they have money and influence? The village official, Zhang Xian, despised him. And then the day arrived. Guan Yu's close friend, more like a younger brother, Chen Ho, had his family arrested on false charges. Keep your mouth shut if you want to survive, the elders warned. But Guan Yu, he picked up a sword. In front of Zhang Xian's residence, he roared with fury. If there's no justice in this world, then survival means nothing. And then there was blood. From that moment, he became a fugitive. He fled his hometown under the cover of night, wandering through unfamiliar mountains, passing faces filled with suspicion and fear. But he never looked back. He never regretted it. Even as he slept alone under foreign stars, he whispered to himself, I will not live for myself alone. This sword will one day fight for those who have no voice. And from that moment on, the path of Guan Yu, the righteous warrior, began. Guan Yu Episode 2, The Scent of Honor, Meeting Liu Bei. Guan Yu wandered through mountain villages, barren fields, and broken temples. His sword stayed at his side, but he no longer drew it easily. He had learned blood should not be shed without purpose. His beard began to grow, and his eyes deepened with thought. One afternoon in a small town market, he saw two men break up a fight. Brother, you must let this go, said the younger. No, said the elder, that child was being beaten. I cannot stand by. Guan Yu paused. There was strength in the older man's voice, but also warmth. And when Guan Yu laid eyes on him, he saw a man unlike any other. This man was Liu Bei. That day, Liu Bei stood not for power, but for those who had none. By his side stood a bold man named Zhang Fei, loyal as a shadow. Guan Yu felt it for the first time. He saw a different kind of leader, one who led not with fear, but with heart. He stepped forward. Who are you? He asked. Liu Bei smiled. My name is Liu Xuande. In this chaotic world, I simply wish to protect a little justice. Guan Yu's heart beat loud. That night, he knelt quietly before them. I am Guan Yu. From this day forth, I will walk your path. And so, the three became one. No longer alone, no longer lost. From that day, Guan Yu was no longer a fugitive. He was a brother. Guan Yu Episode 3, The Oath Beneath the Peach Blossoms. That evening, near the village, in a quiet garden where peach blossoms bloomed, three men sat with wine before them. The sun dipped low, painting the sky in shades of fire, casting long shadows behind them. Liu Bei spoke first. This world is in chaos and the people suffer. But if the three of us unite, we can become a light in the darkness. Zhang Fei raised his cup high. Heaven above and earth below hear us. This brotherhood is stronger than blood. Guan Yu simply nodded. Lifting his cup, he spoke with quiet strength. Though we were not born on the same day, let us vow to die as one. The wind swept through, carrying peach blossoms around their shoulders, as if nature itself wrapped them in a silent promise. That night, that moment, the heavens wept and the earth stood still. Thus began the legend of the three kingdoms. From one vow beneath the peach blossoms, Guan Yu Episode 4, The First Battle and the Legendary Blade. Not long after their solemn oath, the Yellow Turban Rebellion swept through nearby villages. People cried out in despair, and flames clawed at the sky. We cannot let this continue, Liu Bei said through gritted teeth. Zhang Fei grabbed his spear and charged forward, while Guan Yu quietly drew his sword. His gaze was steady, unshaken. Blood does not end blood, but this bleeding must stop. Though only three in number, Their resolve was stronger than hundreds of soldiers. As the first clash rang out, Guan Yu's crimson robe fluttered through the air. Zhang Fei's fierce roar pierced the enemy's ears, and Liu Bei led the people to safety. That night, the village was saved. For the first time, the brothers became one in blood and battle. After the fight, in the quiet of the night, Guan Yu found himself drawn to a hidden shrine. There, resting against an ancient stone altar, lay a magnificent weapon, the legendary Green Dragon Crescent Blade, known as the Yan Yue Dao, or Crescent Moon Blade. As he lifted the heavy blade, a strange calmness settled over him. The weight in his hands was not just steel, but the burden and honor of a warrior's path. From that moment on, Guan Yu was no longer just a swordsman. He was a legend in the making. Guan Yu Episode 5, the one who remembers the names of enemies. After their first victorious battle, Guan Yu understood the deeper meaning of war. The true warrior is the one who remembers the names of his enemies. His mentor's words echoed in his mind. Countless faces met on the battlefield, their names and stories etched into Guan Yu's heart. Vas brutal, a chaos no single man could change. Yet Guan Yu remained unshaken. With the crescent moon blade in hand, he protected his younger brother Zhang Fei and elder brother Liu Bei, continuing the fight for the people. Remembering the names of his foes, he began to see them not just as enemies, but as human beings. This understanding made Guan Yu stronger and more compassionate. For my brothers and the people I fight, Guan Yu said quietly. Thus, Guan Yu became known throughout history as the legendary general of loyalty and righteousness. Guan Yu Episode 6, the final loyalty and eternal legend. Guan Yu had become a general whose name echoed throughout the land. His crimson robe fluttered in the battlefield wind, and his crescent moon blade struck down countless foes. People called him the embodiment of loyalty, and he fought with all his strength for his sworn brothers, Liu Bei and Zhang Fei, and for the people. Yet the path he walked was never easy. During a time of great turmoil, betrayal and intrigue surrounded him, testing even the strongest bonds of brotherhood. Though once sworn to die together, power struggles drove a wedge between them. Mighty forces like Cao Tao and Sun Quan threatened Guan Yu's existence, and he found himself increasingly surrounded and isolated. Still, Guan Yu never wavered. With unwavering love for his brother Liu Bei and the people in his heart, he remained steadfast in protecting the loyalty he had fought for with his blood. His final stand was at the city of Fan, where Sun Quan's forces laid siege. Many comrades fell, but Guan Yu burned with the will to break through the enemy lines alone. On that day, wielding his legendary Crescent Moon Blade, he charged the enemies with unmatched valor. "I fight for brother Liu Bei and the people," he cried, a voice that stirred the hearts of all who heard it. But against overwhelming numbers, his strength slowly faded. Eventually, he was captured by the enemy. Even in that moment, his eyes never showed defeat. Instead, they burned with fierce determination, a will so strong it commanded respect from his captors. Guan Yu's death was not merely the fall of a warrior. It became a symbol of unwavering loyalty and courage. Long after his passing, his story was passed down through generations, becoming an eternal legend. The people revered Guan Yu as a god, and his spirit shone like a guiding light, illuminating the world beyond his mortal life. A true hero shines beyond life and death. Guan Yu departed this world, but his loyalty and courage live on forever in our hearts. Please set up a subscription and like notification. Let's meet more heroes together.